Hi Aries, welcome to my channel. This will be a weekly reading for you for the week ahead. I will be using a couple of decks here, but let's get straight into it and see what comes up, shall we? I'll put this aside for now and we'll start off with this beautiful Secret Language of Light deck and see what messages, what's the theme for you, I guess, the overall theme for the sign of Aries over the next coming week. What does Aries need to know? Okay, you've had a card flip over. Let's go with that. Beautiful. It's the card of channeling. This is a very powerful card here, Aries. It really symbolizes that this week you'll be channeling a lot of different strengths, different people. I definitely think you're being very intuitive and very, very insightful overall in the upcoming week. And this is quite powerful because the channeling card really, really symbolizes that you're channeling through your energy, through your words, through your speech, through your conversations, through a higher consciousness. You're channeling a lot of what's happening around you. And this is your ability to tune into different streams of consciousness, to gain information, for healing, for expansion and insight. It's a shift in your awareness. So I feel like you're tuning in, just like a radio station. You're tuning into a lot of people's frequencies and you're able to read a lot of situations. It's all very heightened for you. There's a lot of focus projecting from this card with channeling here. I really feel it's like a mechanism here. You've got a crown in the middle. Let me see if I can focus that a little bit. You've got a crown in the middle. Hopefully you can see that. And it can bring you a lot of victory. It's almost like it can bring you everything that you've ever needed this week. So you're coming into a very powerful, energy. The spiral here almost symbolizes, DNA, the nucleotides of DNA, that bonding sort of. So I feel like there's a lot of bonds that are going to be created for you this week, and this is quite powerful. It says that you're coming into a very powerful energy to channel the people that you're dealing with in relationships, the people that you're dealing with in friendships, in acquaintances, whatever it is that's happening around you here, Aries. There's a lot of transmission happening, and sometimes it's a little bit distorted for us, other times it's very clear and concise. But I feel like you're working through that distortion here, Aries, and you're really channeling a lot of different things here. Let's move on and use a Shadowscapes deck and see how this applies to you in different areas of your life. Let's see in which areas this channeling applies for you in the upcoming week. Okay, the first card we have is the Knight of Wands. Aries, Sagittarius, Leo energy here with the Knight of Wands. For some of you who are dealing with a fellow fire sign, you're really channeling into their mood here. You're really channeling into their feelings. You're actually coming up for someone here. I feel like if you've been meaning to contact someone, or you've been trying to hear from them, or you want to get something going, you're actually channeling them. And there's something that's coming up for them here, Aries. They're dreaming about you, that they're tuning into your frequency here in a very, very powerful way. So I feel for a lot of you, the Knight of Wands is a very inundating energy. Things eventuate around him very, very quickly. So I feel like for those that are dealing with a fellow fire sign, things will eventuate very, very quickly between the two of you because you've allowed it. They're mirroring your frequency and they're tuning into the frequency that you're channeling out here, Aries. So this is quite important here. I really feel for others of you, you're channeling your passions. The Knight of Wands is all about passion. He seeks adventure, escapism, desire, goals. And I think for a lot of you, if this isn't in a love sphere for you, then I think seeing the Knight of Wands here really means that you're channeling your passion here. Things will happen from this because the Knight of Wands is someone about action, Aries. So whatever it is that you're trying to channel this week, you will see growth. You're going to see results. There's some sort of action may be required here, but you'll see something come from this, Aries. It's not nothing, because these beautiful blues here in the channeling card, it resembles, the planet of Neptune. It's water, it's psychic ability, it's dreams and visions, and there's action associated. So this is where the dream all starts for you, Aries, and then there's action that's required, and you are the Knight of Wands. This is you, whether you're male or female. You've got that hunger, you've got that motivation, you have that ability to channel your vision and go pursue action towards it. So this is very, very nice. I do believe it's very close with relationships and friendships as well. There is someone quite significant that you've been meaning to channel for quite some time, and you're finally tuning into them. You're popping up for them in a very, very strong way here, Aries. I do believe for some of you this can speak about adventure in the upcoming week as well. You're channeling something here. And I do believe it's to do with movement, because the Knight of Wands does represent movement as well. The next card you have is the Hanged Man. Okay, the Hanged Man coming in. Some of you need some sort of assessment here. I feel like the Hanged Man is quite introverted. He is held in suspense. And I do feel as though some of you need to channel something before you dive into this whatever it is that you're trying to get to here, Aries. Because the Hanged Man says there's suspense, or there's lack, or there's limitation here. And to sort of tune into something means to know more about it, to have more insight, to have more intelligence, to move forward with your goals, your hopes, your wishes and desires. So what I feel for you this week, this upcoming week, with the Hanged Man in conjunction with the card of channeling, you're waking up from some sort of slumber. And if you have been introverted lately, if you have stepped back, someone's actually stepping forward. I do think it's you though. I do think it's you with a lot of initiative here towards a relationship, towards a goal. I think it's definitely you that's stepping forward, but it's following a period of introversion or withdrawal, or following a period of nothing, because the Knight of Wands starkly contrasts the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is all about suspension and waiting, and there's not much action or movement happening around him. The Knight of Wands, however, is all about action and movement. So I think there's some sort of change happening for you here, Aries, that you'll experience, and you'll be able to manifest something really beautiful, because in essence you have the crown here. So there's something you'll be rewarded with this week because of your efforts, and I do believe it's you. I do believe telepathically, maybe this ability that you have, and then as a result taking the necessary course of action here will bring you the results that you're after, that you're needing, and that you're wanting here with the Hanged Man. I do believe those that are withdrawing from a situation, whether this is in a relationship or if there's something that's been happening around you and you've been wanting to take a bit of a backseat, Aries, if you decide to do that, you might see someone else step forward. Because I almost feel like there's initiative involved. So even if you're being the Hanged Man here and you're stepping back and giving yourself time, or perhaps giving this other person time, you stepping back in essence will make them step forward, is what I'm seeing here. So you'll be surprised how much they'll be wanting to channel how you're feeling and your involvement, or even your lack of involvement. You'll see that they'll actually step forward and bring you something here. Okay, the last card, the Magician, which is you, Aries. The Magician, the first one of the deck, the first one of the horoscope, the first one of the zodiac. This is very, very powerful. Again, it speaks a lot of your initiative here. You're manifesting a lot, but it's starting off with dreams. It's starting off with visions here. For those that are dealing with a fellow Aries in relationships, friendships, in career, I feel like you're going to see something very magnificent happen around this person. You're ready to fly. Okay, and this really speaks about you've tuned someone in, you've hooked them in here, Aries, or they've hooked you. And as a result, things will occur very, very quickly here. Notice how they all look to this side, except for the Hanged Man who looks back. I feel like this is only minor. You might engage or encounter minor setbacks in the upcoming week with whatever it is that you're trying to achieve. But I honestly feel if this is in regards to a relationship, you're reeling someone in here, or they're reeling you in. And the pull is so strong, Aries. You'll be surprised. And I don't think it's with much effort, to be honest. Because the fact that you've come up in your own reading here, it says that this is occurring very naturally, and this is maybe even surprising you in a lot of ways. But the pace at which this is happening is the pace that you want it to go to, Aries. But you'll be very surprised with how you manifest things. You know, the Magician it's not always about romance. It's about career or goals or a certain outcome. But it's you ready to soar. You're ready to fly here because you see your crown. You've got that in your vision, and you're ready to take the necessary action. So I definitely feel what's next, you've already attracted someone or something into your experience. And what's next is to actually enjoy it in the physical realm, is what I'm saying. Because the channel's already there. You've already tuned into their frequency. They've tuned into yours. Something magnificent will happen between the two of you. Now, there's a lot of movement around you as well. It's almost like you're being drawn to something, almost like changing channels on a television here, and then suddenly you find something that resonates within yourself and you're ready to move. The Magician is ready to fly. The Knight of Wands is ready to, ready to gallop on his what looks like a Leo here, and ready to press forward and move away into the horizon here. So it's definitely a week of action, and you'll be surprised with how things eventuate, how quickly things will eventuate for you. But that underlining theme of channeling is really, you're channeling your soul song, you're channeling this other person, you're picking up on people's frequencies and vibes. And you have a lot of power. I feel like with the Magician, he dangles what looks like a crystal ball. He dangles this crystal ball here. There's a lot of power here. And you know, these beautiful charms, you've got birds of wisdom, you know, the tree stump, which is ancient and embedded in history and knowledge. You know, it's a very mystical energy here with the Magician. And I feel like you're really coming into very strong spirituality in the upcoming week because of your ability to channel at such a higher consciousness here, is what I'm gaining. So look, I will leave it at that, Aries. I hope this is insightful. I hope you have a beautiful week ahead, and hopefully we'll be chatting again next week for your weekly reads. Take care, and we'll chat soon. Thanks again, Aries. Bye for now.